Today's meeting, they didn't go as planned. Dave.
Yeah, things really took a turn. You know, a lot of parents reached out to us in recent days, including really earlier this afternoon, asking, are you coming tonight? They have a lot to say to the Taylor School Board. So, yeah, we said we'll check it out. We'll show up. And, well, things didn't really go as planned according to those parents who go to video right now. This is after several parents and former students came forward alleging a handful of teachers made inappropriate and suggestive comments to female students across the district recently and in past years, including one teacher who used to work at Taylor High School before being moved to another building, according to district officials, or before moving to another building, according to district sources. Now, tonight, parents tell us they were going to confront the board, demanding what they call transparency and accountability when they suddenly felt intimidated by some in the crowd who attended. Now, instead of these parents staying in their seats, instead they stayed in their seats and they listened to board president Linda Moore, who used to be the Taylor Teachers Union president, address the elephant in the room. You'll hear that. You'll hear the allegations that sparked this whole controversy, followed by one parent who still had questions.
I'm surprised to see that there was a comment that I personally would protect a teacher over a student because I was the former president of the Taylor Federation of Teachers. I find that comment appalling, disgusting, and slanderous. There is no way that myself or anyone else sitting up on this board would protect a parent or an adult over a student. And I just want to make that very, very clear.
The first thing that she told me was that he was making uncomfortable comments and that he came and sat with her.
It's very concerning, and it's honestly been going on for years, and somewhere no accountability is being held, and that's why it just keeps getting swept under the rug.
The teacher in question is out on a leave while the investigation's going on, and we'll take it from there.
Is it paid leave?
He's on a paid leave, yes.
Tonight, I would like to...
That was board president Linda Moore last week saying there was an investigation, but after that interview, the superintendent told Fox 2 in a statement that the one teacher particular in this case had been on paid leave because of threats that have been made to them as a result of social media posts, not because of an active investigation. In fact, the superintendent says they have not received any, quote, formal complaints, and therefore they say they're not currently investigating, but parents have sent us copies of emails that they sent to district officials, and they say they haven't been satisfied with the responses they received. The district says, bottom line, anyone who believes any staff member at all may have behaved inappropriately should reach out and file formal complaints so they could be investigated thoroughly. Reporting live in Taylor, Dave Kinchin on The Edge.
Yeah, filing formal complaints and talking to the board is one thing. What about filing a criminal report? Are there any parents out there who are saying they want to take this a step further and talk to police?
Yeah, there are. There's at least one we talked to who said they have planned to do that. In fact, two, we're told, say that they have planned to do that at this time.
Dave Kinchin for us live tonight. Thank you.
It's very unnerving, I would, to say the least. Makes you just wonder what goes through people's minds.
A deadly shooting at a manufacturing business in Lapeer County is under investigation. Police tell us a 32-year-old man was shot to death this morning at Trim's Unlimited on Van Dyke. The suspect took off, leading police on a chase, that chase ending in a shootout. The suspect is in custody at the hospital. 3 officers were hurt during the chase, but are expected to make a full recovery. It's unclear if the shooter and the victim knew each other.
Give me everything. I have nothing but my hey, listen. Put your hands on your head. Yeah. Put your hands on your head. Turn around. Put your hands on your head. I have nothing. Count 200. I'm not going to kill you. Yeah. Put your hands on your head. Hands on your head.
Terrifying video from Troy showing a man armed with that huge assault rifle robbing a gas station. This happening around 2:30 a.m. last Thursday at the Shell station on Rochester Road and South Boulevard. You can see the suspect threatening the clerk behind the counter to hand over cash. Then he books it from the building. Nobody was hurt, and police continue to search for this person. If you have any information, call Troy Police right away.
And Detroit police could also use your help tracking down a man believed to be connected to a deadly shooting. Officers are calling him a person of interest in a homicide that happened nearly 2 weeks ago on the city's west side near Humboldt and West Forest. Investigators say he was spotted running away from the scene where a 20-year-old man died. Officers say the person of interest was last seen hopping into a Chevy sedan at a gas station in the area of West Warren and Lawton. If you see him or that car, please call Detroit Police or Crime Stoppers at 1-800-SPEAK-UP.
A third suspect captured and cuffed in Dearborn as part of that suspected terror plot foiled by the FBI.
Besides allegedly scoping out Ferndale as a potential target, the suspects may have also been plotting to attack a popular Ohio amusement park. 19-year-old Ayub Nasser arrested by the FBI and charged in federal court Wednesday in connection to an alleged ISIS-inspired terror plot. Federal agents staging in Dearborn Wednesday and moving in on Horger Street. Nasser is the brother of Muhammad Ali and linked to Majid Mahmoud, both charged last week for allegedly conspiring to target locations in Ferndale on Halloween weekend. Now we've learned Cedar Point may have been on the list of attack targets. Federal court documents didn't specifically say Cedar Point, but gave several details to identify it. Nasser took 2 trips to that amusement park that appeared suspicious per the FBI, and they also found evidence of recon of the park. The founder of the Arab American Civil Rights League, Nabi Ayed, weighs in.
Can it possibly be real? Yes, but for us, we're looking at, let's wait and see. The jury's not out yet. We need to look at a little bit deeper and see what the evidence actually foretells.
He's urging people not to paint Arab Americans with a broad brush right now, as he says happens often in a post-9/11 world.
The Arab Americans are the first to suffer the major damages when something like this happens. It hurts business, it hurts the community, it hurts the integrity of this community.
Now, 2 men were arrested in New Jersey this week, said to be connected to the plan hatched here in Michigan. FBI sources are telling me that more arrests are likely in all of this.
You hear about places like amusement parks and that bar that they were speaking about earlier. That's very frightening. These are places that you just don't expect things like that to happen.
Yeah, and it puts so many people on edge. And you listen to the attorney there, Nabi. He says it also reflects on the Arab American community. When all of this happens, they too are on edge as we all wait to learn more.
Keep that temperature down, which is really important as they wait. Well, now to a news alert. There's some hope on the horizon for SNAP benefits, at least in Michigan and at least for a short time. The State Department of Health and Human Services saying families will start getting partial payments this Saturday. The payments should come out to about half of what you would normally get. This comes as Detroit sets aside nearly $2 million to support local food banks and pantries to help folks get through this tough time.
Who is the next mayor of Hamtramck? We still don't know. There was a difference of 11 votes, and we're probably heading for a recount. About 150 absentee ballots were rejected because there was no signature, the wrong signature, or some other problem. Voters have until 5 o'clock Friday to correct these rejected ballots.
Community is very upset, and they don't know what's exactly going on, how that happens.
To see that there's a divide within our community, and also that voter fraud still exists.
Why do you say that?
Because we've seen things throughout the campaign where voters didn't decide their vote.
The corrected ballots are due at the county offices on Monday. When county workers count the ballots, then we'll know the winner.
All right, right now you can get a glimpse of the biggest and brightest supermoon of the year. The so-called beaver moon got its name by marking the time of year when beavers are most active.
And this is the closest the moon will be to the Earth this year at more than 200,000 miles. People around the world have been snapping pictures of the phenomenon for the past couple days.
Now the moon's magical moments are waning down. Rich, does it look right now how does it look, I should say, right now compared to earlier this evening?
Well, the moon now is higher up in the sky, so it's back to its normal shape, but I mentioned this an hour ago. It's an illusion. The moon is the same size, whether it's near the horizon or at the top of the sky. I'm letting people down, but that's the truth. Let me show you the average snowfall days here in Detroit. Normally, our first snowfall is close to the middle part of November. We've had it as early as October 12th. We've had it as late as December 29th. And yes, we could see some wet snowflakes Sunday. You'll see that coming up in the forecast. We did have a system pass to our east today. There were a couple of showers around. It was breezy once again, but daytime highs for a lot of us in the mid to upper 50s, 58 officially at Metro Airport, averages 53 and 37. Let's take a look at the numbers right now. 35 in Jackson, 43 in Mount Clemens. There's 39 in Howe, 36 in Monroe. The breeze has really come down, and that's a good thing because it's already chilly. When you add that wind in there, it's even colder. 50 in Muskegon, 45 Chicago. There's 43 in Buffalo, 34 in Marquette. High pressure gives us a dry day tomorrow. Friday, we will likely get a round of rain Friday morning, and then most of Saturday is going to be a quiet stretch, but it's Sunday that brings that wintry mix to the area. Chilly tonight, down to 35, up to 53 tomorrow. A dry Thursday. Friday morning, some rain. Saturday is dry, and then Sunday again with falling temperatures. Some wet snowflakes will be in the air, as it will be on Monday as well. A full check at 4 a.m.
The young man gave me a bottle of water, and he said, well, ma'am, I can't take the cash. Do you have Cash App or Venmo? It's for my basketball team. And I'm thinking to myself, well, you can't take, this cash is guaranteed.
Some water boys caught her slipping, but this scam could have been a lot worse. We'll explain after the break.